Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call
Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 466. Episode number 466 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. Now, folks, good God, what a Taco Tuesday it is today. There's so many things to get into. I don't even want to tease it, folks. You know it and I know it. If you're on the internets and you gather your news and information on here, you should already know the WikiLeaks Vault 7 data dump drop. Unbelievable. I'm talking about the holy grail of data dumps. I'm telling you, folks, we're going to talk about it here in just a second. So, but everybody does like to tune into the first hour as it pertains to the financial markets. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and give this a quick rundown because we've got a lot of stuff to talk about here and right now. Let's go ahead and get to the stocks. Once again, look, I tried to, see this one stock this morning that if you were patient, you were able to get a few bucks. Unfortunately, folks, the high volume ate this stock alive, and that's the stock that I had suggested this morning, Weatherford International. The symbol on this one is WFT. WFT is the symbol. Now, there was a couple of bucks to be made here throughout the day. You just had to be pretty patient here. I actually made a few bucks, but you have to appreciate the small peaks and valleys that were created here. If you take a look at this chart, very, very short, choppy waves, but you can kind of see a little bit of dips in there. And you could, grab a few cents. You could grab a nickel. You could grab a 10 cents if you were lucky on these pattern or day trading plays. And other than this one, I couldn't find another one out here. And the reason I chose this one, folks, is because in the pre-market, believe it or not, it had already traded 10 million shares. It was up about 17+% in the pre-market. Now, 17 million shares, you'd think that's a lot, but this stock particularly has a large average volume of 20.96 shares traded of this stock a day. And the reason I said that high volume took advantage of this stock is just take a look at the damn chart. Just take a look at today's chart. So anyway, that's why I figured, look, it's up 17% in the pre-market. It's already halfway to its average daily volume. I take a look at the 52-week low on this. It's $3.73. So you're a little far off from the 52-week low, but not far, far off. And the 52-week high on this one is $8.49. So, it's some decent room to play there. There's a lot of people holding on to this stock. Unfortunately, because it has a large market cap, meaning there is a lot of shares outstanding, this is the unfortunate side effect of that. And on top of that, folks, because the news of, Halliburton's former chief financial officer is now going to take the helm here at Weatherford as the chief executive officer. So that's what got everybody funny in the pants as it pertains to this stock. So if you were lucky, you were able to get a couple of bucks off this. If not, my apologies here. There's not too much volume in this market, folks. And there's not that much volatility to be able to gather some liquidity in a pattern or day trading capacity. That's why I haven't suggested too many stocks out here. It's been very, very nothing burger, for a lack of a better term. So now that we've gotten all that out of the way, folks, let's go ahead and get to the stock markets in general here. Let's get to the Dow Jones Industrial. Now, folks, we're seeing, I keep saying this, we keep seeing increases on the dollar, and as I'm stating, folks, we are seeing a lot of value going towards the dollar. Right now, everywhere in the international community is economically uncertain, for a lack of a better term. You got uncertainty in the EU, you've got uncertainty in Britannia, so both of those currencies are, pretty much down the toilet. No investors want to cash out from their investments holding those currencies, to say the least. You got a little bit of uncertainty going on in Asia. So right now, as I predicted long ago, folks, the prognosticator strikes again. I said that cash was going to be king, folks, and it certainly is. The bad part about it is, folks, is that we need that cash to come down in value. Now, as I stated yesterday, it doesn't seem like that's going to be a possibility, because on top of all the over-speculation on the dollar, meaning that everybody wants to cash out in the international community in American currency. And as a result of that, by default, it creates scarcity amongst U.S. dollars, because you've got so many people wanting them and so many people hoarding them. And as a result, the scarcity by default brings up the value of the dollar, and that's what's creating this really high value, this high rise in the U.S. currency right now, folks, and it's not to the benefit of the American economy one bit. And then you take a look at March 15th, when everybody's anticipating a Federal Reserve interest rate hike, and as I stated, folks, if it's any more than a quarter point, I think that we're in some serious turbulence, to say the least, in the markets. If it's a quarter point, it may be a little bit of a tap, a little bit of a love tap, just like the Federal Reserve gave last time with another quarter point. I think that the markets will react very positively with a quarter point interest rate hike. I don't think that they could pallet anything higher than that. So, with that being said, if the Federal Reserve raises interest rate hikes above a quarter point, the reason that the markets are going to come tumbling down, folks, is because the dollar is already valuable. And as I stated, but everything bears repeating, folks, the Federal Reserve raises interest rates to recall all the outstanding dollars that they have printed out with all the quantitative easings and the stimulus packages and all this other nonsense. All the damn money printing presses that they have been doing for the past 8 years, they get to recall some of that back in rising the interest rates. And you combine that with an already over-speculated dollar, I mean, it's going to make the dollar go through the roof. Now, that sounds good in theory, but it's not going to help economic productivity. It's not going to help the spawning of the resurrection of the American economy. We need the value of the dollar to come down Because let's be honest, folks, if people have a very, very valuable dollar in their bank account or in their pocket or in their damn mattress, they're not going to spend those dollars. And why? Because if they're holding hard currency in American dollars, they're making money as the days go by. That's why I keep saying, every day I come up here and say that the dollar is rising in value. And the reason I'm saying that, folks, because it is. So it's going to put a little bit of a obstacle. I shouldn't even say a little bit. It's going to put a big obstacle in the way of Trump's plans of resurrecting the economy. They got to figure out some way to bring down the value of the dollar. And the reason we need to do that is because people won't hoard the dollar if the dollar isn't as valuable. And as a result, people are going to spend that dollar. Because no one's going to want to keep the dollar. No one's going to hoard the dollars if they're going down in value. They're going to want to put it in stocks. They're going to want to put it in gold. They're going to want to put it in some investment. You understand? And that creates a circulation of the currency, and that's what creates wealth generation, new wealth generation, economic opportunities. And that's what we need in today's America at this point in time. We need people, especially the folks that are hoarding the money. And let's be honest, folks. I think I read somewhere almost 80% of the wealth of America today is in the hands of the baby boomer generation. And you see, we need those folks to start spending the money and start doing things and start circulating the money. I mean, that's what's going to create new economic opportunities for individuals. That's what's going to create new wealth generation. We need that circulation of money. So by default, that's why we need it to come down in value. So, with that being said, folks, the reason that we're seeing another, slight decrease in the equities markets is because what? The increase in the dollar, the increased value of the dollar. So let's get to the damn stock market, shall we? The Dow Jones Industrials is down today 29.58 points, a percentage decrease of 0.14%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 20,924.76 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. The S&P 500 down also today because of that rising dollar. All right, down 6.92 points, a percentage decrease of 0.29%, closing out the S&P at 2,368.39 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is down also 15.24 points, a percentage decrease of 0.26%, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,833.93 points for the NASDAQ composite. So once again, this is a pretty decent financial fundamental response to the rise in the dollar, and this is the way the market should react, man. The market has been way over-speculated. On top of that, folks, let's be honest. 20,000 Dow Jones Industrial. On what? What is the justification? There is none. And that's why I'm saying if you can, cash out now. All right, because I'm telling you this right now, it's not going to be good, all right, when this damn market contracts, and it could contract at any minute. Even Warren Buffett said that there's so much uncertainty in the market that tomorrow the damn market could drop by 20%. Warren Buffett said that, all right, just FYI. Anyway, let's get to the commodities here, all right? Energy, and once again, I don't want to touch crude oil with a 10-foot pole, because we got way too many producers out here in the world market. As I've stated many times, we've got Russia not necessarily obliging the OPEC production cuts. I don't even think most of the OPEC members are even obliging the production cuts, in my opinion. And I don't know. I don't know what to say about oil anymore. It's interesting. Let's not forget that we have America that's going to open up its energy exploration, energy production, which is also going to put a damper on anybody who is going to be a player in this oil world market here. So, I don't know. There's a lot of uncertainty in oil. That's why I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Now, let's get to WTI sweet crude, all right? WTI sweet crude is down 41 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.77%, closing out WTI at $52.79 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also down today, 40 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.71%, closing out Brent crude at $55.61 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline, once again, up 1.67%. Now, didn't I talk about the refinery situation, how we're having a lack of refineries, and as a result, this is the reason why we're seeing increases in gasoline? I mean, we got a refinery issue. Well, I tweeted this morning that Exxon is going to invest, I believe, $20 billion in creating more refineries in America to, stop this problem. And I swear to God, I mean, they must have listened to the show, because I had been talking about this refinery problem here within the recent time frame, and I'm glad that we're going to start building more refineries. The reason we didn't have them before is because Obama outregulated the damn refinery production out of the goddamn business. And that's why we had, didn't anybody ever wonder why when barrels of oil were at $29, $28 a barrel, that we didn't see that reflected in the goddamn gasoline price? Did anybody not ask that question? I mean, how come when barrels of oil were $29 a barrel, how come we didn't see 70 cents gasoline? I'm not even joking. 89 cents a gallon gasoline. Because we don't have the refineries necessary to meet the demand. And that's done on purpose, okay, folks? Just like Barack Obama's administration outlawed the coal industry and a bunch of other energy resources, that's why you have seen a dramatic increase in your electric bills if you happen to reside in America. So that's why I'm saying. Let's get to gasoline. It is up 1.67%. The feast or famine commodity, natural gas, is down today. 2.17% decrease on the day for natural gas. Heating oil is up 0.60% increase for heating oil. Let's go ahead and get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! We've got gold, folks. Of course, we're going to see some decreases in these commodities. I mean, that's what the financial fundamentals would tell us. When we see an increase in the dollar, we should see some decreases in commodities. We should see some decreases in equities. We saw the decreases in equities. We just talked about them. Let's check out and see if we see decreases in commodities. I'm looking at gold right now, and it is down $9.60. A percentage decrease of 0.78%, closing out gold at $1,215.90 per troy ounce of gold. Silver also down today, folks, 26 cents. A percentage decrease of 1.45%. Good God. Closing out silver at $17.52 per troy ounce of silver. We've got copper also down today, 1.38% decrease on the day. And platinum is unchanged for the day, folks. Platinum is unchanged. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture. Now, as I stated before I started talking about metals, that we saw an increase in the dollar, and we should see decreases in the agriculture commodities. And if we say anything that is on the plus side in the commodities, then the traders at the CME exchange believe that there is some level of scarcity in this commodity. That's the only explanation for it. Now, as I take a look at the grains index in the commodities markets, I'm looking at a lot of blood in the grains index. So let's just go to it, all right? Corn down 0.66% decrease on the day. Wheat down 0.44% decrease on the day for wheat. Oats down 2.04% decrease on the day. Rough rice down 0.52%. Soybean down 1.16%. Jesus Christ. We've got soybean oil down 1.58%, and canola is down 1.56% decrease on the day for canola. So nothing but blood in the grain index. Let's get to the soft index, shall we? Let's get to the softs. Cocoa is down 0.93% decrease on the day. Coffee, hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude. I just need my coffee. I can't talk to anybody without my coffee. Shut up, you stupid little excuse-making fruit.
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
We have got coffee down today, 0.53% decrease. And I want to take this time once again, and I've been saying it every show, boycott Starbucks. Do you understand me? Boycott that goddamn anti-American company. Boycott Starbucks. Son of a bitches are going to sit over here and try to slap it in the Americans' face that they're going to hire 10,000 illegal immigrants. I mean, what a joke. Boycott Starbucks. Anyway, let's continue going here. We've got sugar. Sugar is down majorly today. It is down 3.92% decrease on the day for sugar. We've got orange juice. Orange juice is just a little bit of green here. It is a 0.95% increase on the day. Yeah, orange juice, 0.95% increase. Cotton down 1.37% decrease. Lumber up 0.70% increase on the day for lumber. I mean, good God, man. I mean, that's why I'm saying any green that you see in these commodities, because of the rise of the dollar, I mean, there's some level of scarcity. I mean, that's what the market is saying. That's what the market is saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, we've got rubber down 0.04% decrease. We've got ethanol down 1%. Let's go ahead and get to livestock, shall we? And I keep saying this every day. I'm loving these lowered prices on beef, baby. Keep it coming. I mean, keep it coming. I'm talking beef tenderloin. I'm talking a slab of freaking prime rib. I mean, I'm talking porterhouse steaks. I mean, I am living it up. I'm eating steak 5 times a week, sometimes twice a day. And you know what? I'm just naturally energized. Do you understand that? I'm naturally energized. You vegans, you want to sit there and want to, play holier than thou because you look like an emaciated cancer victim and are trying to claim that you're healthy. That's your prerogative. But hey, that's more beef for me. Yeah. Anyway, we've got live cattle down today, 0.17% decrease on the day for live cattle. We've got cattle feeder also down today, 0.26% decrease on the day. And good God, lean hog is up 1.30% increase on the day for lean hog. I mean, good God. Lean hogs, I'm telling you, and you know what, man, I'm telling you, because the dollar is so overspeculated and so valuable, I mean, the only reason that we're seeing any kind of increase or any kind of green in this sea of blood in the commodity sectors is because of a certain interpreted scarcity by the investors. I mean, the market says it. The market says it. Anyway, let's get to Bitcoin, because all of a sudden cryptocurrencies are now starting to become a viable opportunity. And I had said it, remember, folks, it wasn't that long ago when I just said it. I said that the more and more that we see countries move away from physical cash, that cryptocurrencies were going to be more and more in demand. Not just Bitcoin, but other cryptocurrencies. And as a matter of fact, we're going to start covering other cryptocurrencies here within the next few days so that people can be enlightened on the different cryptocurrency markets, since we have a lot of listeners in the international community and are residing in some of these countries that don't, or actually are trying to phase out physical tangible cash altogether. So that's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do, because there's a lot of cryptocurrencies on the market. It's not just Bitcoin. Bitcoin was just the first on the market. It was just the first on the market, and now, I mean, man, it is going to unbelievable. I mean, it has surpassed the value of gold, folks. It has surpassed the value of gold. I mean, good God, a cryptocurrency. I'm telling you, welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. Good God. Anyway, as of right now, folks, Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin is $1,246.36 per Bitcoin. Can you, Jesus Christ, can you believe that? Can you believe that? $1,246.36 per Bitcoin. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? I'm glad we got through that quick enough, folks, because I want to be completely honest with you. I want to get into the crux of the program. So before we do that, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a little bit of a we're going to do some Twitter shout-outs before they actually are supposed to happen. How you like that? We're breaking rules now. And the reason I'm doing this, folks, is, you know, the bottom line is that we need to discuss the Vault 7 WikiLeaks data dump, which, folks, is the holy grail of data dumps. I'm not even joking around. The holy grail of data dumps. I'm talking about at least thus far. Now, WikiLeaks is threatening to release more data dumps, which is very interesting, and I want to go ahead and talk about that. But before we do, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs. Now, we are doing this a little early, folks, because I want to just go right in. I want to go right into what the crux of the broadcast is going to be about. And it's going to be about this unbelievable data dump that WikiLeaks dumped about the CIA. So, with that being said, if you'd like a Twitter shout-out, all you have to do is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. That's True Capitalist Radio Live. If you retweet that tweet on my Twitter account, I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right now, right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Engineer, do we have any Twitter shout-outs to be had there, Engineer? Oh, geez. All right, Engineer. Well, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. Anyway, what's going on to the Green Leader? How you doing, man? We've got Cuck Lives Matter. We got Brony Network in the house. We've got, I'm not going to say that name. We got Dank McGrank. We got the TCR Engineer in the place. Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and I will give you a Twitter shout-out right now. We've got Sergeant Yoda, Hans Gubensmith. We got Miss Kobayashi. All right, Miss Kobayashi. We got Rur in the house. We got the Barney Bunch, Prepper Capital, Boogeyman in the house. What's going on with Boogeyman? We've got the Smiler in the place. Who else do we have here? We got, I'm not going to say that for Christ's sake. We got, what the hell is that for? Shut up, man. I'm not going to say these names, all right? Commando Nando in the house. We got Grillin', CIA to the short bus. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, put the CIA in the damn short bus is right. Who else do we have here? We've got bootlegged InfoWars. What the hell is that supposed to mean, you piece of crap? Bootlegged InfoWars. You son of a bitch. Look, don't piss me off on this early edition of Twitter shoutouts, all right? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. I'm warning you. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ. Don't piss me off. We've got Taco Capitalist. We got Mrs. Aardvark. What's going on, Mrs. Aardvark? We've got Supa in the house. What's going on? We've got General Capitalist. We've got Crashing the CIA, I guess. We got Drew Pickles. TCR is the best. Thank you, baby. Yeah, baby, we the best. Who else do we have here? We've got CIA got cucked. 5 nights at Milo's. What the? You sick son of a bitch. Look, listen. I don't want to get pissed off on this broadcast. I'm still giving you an opportunity to be interactive by having Twitter shout-outs. The least you could do, the least you people could do is be a little appreciative out here. We got to talk about serious conversations, about serious discussions here in a little bit. That's why I'm doing this right now. So don't piss me off. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Son of a bitch. Anyway, look, I'm trying to be a little interactive. I'm trying to be a nice guy. If you want a Twitter shout-out right now, please retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. And the Twitter account is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. We've got OG Toru in the place, Edgar Rains in the house, Mojave Skeleton. What's going on, Artron Havoc? We got Texas Martyrs. Texas Martyrs? Texas Martyrs? Son of a bitch! Screw you! God damn you disrespectful little twats! You disrespectful little bastards! You know, don't you ever disrespect the Texas Martyrs. Do you understand me? Do not ever disrespect the Texas Martyrs. Son of a bitch. I'm telling you, you idiots come down here and talk that kind of garbage about Texas and see if your asses don't get beat down to the goddamn ground, boy. I'm not even joking. Give me the mic. You come down here to Texas and say that and see if your ass don't get beat down to the freaking ground, boy. Anyway, let's continue going, folks, all right? I'm just going to do a couple more Twitter shout-outs because I know exactly where and what you idiots are trying to do. Jesus Christ, we've got Team Fortune Cookie. Well, hey, you got a show on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. What are you talking about? And speaking of which, folks, I want to remind everybody that we are currently right now in the process of not only producing both Mr. Fortune Cookie and Team Optimism autographs, but there has been a lot of autographs that were ordered, so we're trying to put them all together. There's a lot of them, so I'm thinking that at the very latest, all these will be shipped out no later than this Friday. I'd like to do that maybe tomorrow or Thursday, but I don't know, folks. I mean, I'm doing a lot of stuff. So it's probably going to be somewhere no later than Friday, folks, so bear with me. And as a matter of fact, folks, we actually have, and I want to bring one of the people that actually purchased, a good majority of these autographs, folks. And I know that there's been a lot of people on poll. There's been a lot of people on Twitter that have been talking a lot of garbage about, some Arab prince that is within the inner circle, folks, an Arab prince that is in the inner circle who has unlimited amounts of money and was actually toying with the trolls. And to be honest with you, folks, he purchased the majority of Team Optimism, and he even purchased a little bit of Team Fortune cookie. I mean, he didn't care. He didn't care. Now, with that being said, I'm going to take this time now, since we're talking about this, I want to take this time to go ahead and bring in the Arab Prince that is a part of the inner circle, folks. Now, for you folks that don't know who this man is, this is a man here who is look, you think that rich, I don't think you understand what rich is, okay? The whole idea of an Arab prince, that they have, 40 or 50 people working at their home. They're changing them. They're clothing them. I mean, they're feeding them. I mean, I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around. I mean, this is not a joke, all right? So I feel a little obligated. to bring in and introduce the Arab Prince that everybody is talking about on the internets, the Arab Prince that everybody is discussing on Twitter and on poll. I am going to introduce this guy, and the only reason I'm doing this is because, folks, this guy dropped at least close to $2,000 in autographs just because he was toying with people, all right? I'm not even joking around. So without any further, do you have him on the horn, engineer? Right there. All right, well, let's go ahead and see if we can bring him on. He is deep in probably some sort of a throne somewhere. Let's go ahead and bring on the Arab Prince here if we can. Okay, what the hell's going on? What is this? Hold on just a second. What the hell is this? What is this, engineer? Okay, I think this is. I think we've got him. The Arab Prince. Are you there, the Arab Prince?
Hello. What are you doing calling me at this time? Do you not know I have much matters to worry about than your little puny broadcast and your terrible trolls?
Well, I understand that, the Arab Prince. I want to first of all say thank you as far as the host of True Capitalist Radio. You did purchase close to $2,000 of autographs. I mean, can you explain to us, why you did it?
Oh, you want to know why I decided to waste my money on your autographs? Well, here, let me tell you. You and your show, I believe that it's a waste of time, and I believe that you take it off the internet. And this is why I am wasting all my money to buy your entire show. I want to make this my show, and this is supposed to be my time to shine. But you think your politics matter. Your politics are nothing to me. And I do believe that we should be discussing much more important matters around the world.
Excuse me, Mr. Prince. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect you. Are you telling me that you want to take me off the air?
Yes. You do not deserve to be on the air.
I guess I don't know what the hell to say about that. So I mean, that's the objective. That's why you dropped $2,000 on. What is this? Is this a game to you?
Your entire broadcast is under my control. My family. We will buy your broadcast. We will take you off the air. We will not allow you to spread these lies. We will not allow you to talk about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is an ugly man. He has no place in this world. He will go to the deepest depths of hell. And so will you if you do not abide to the Muslim law and the Quran.
Whoa, okay, I know, Arab Prince, I know that you have, look, I don't know how to say this. I know you've, brought a lot of money, you purchased a lot of, optimism autographs. I know you purchased a lot of fortune cookie autographs. I mean, what do you think? I mean, I know you're thinking this about me. Is it because I'm an American?
Yes. America is a disgusting country. You and your fat obesity rate, your high crime, your guns, your weapons of mass destruction, you only use it to terrorize the world. Your CIA, your FBI, you have provided nothing to this world other than violence. Disgusting. You do not deserve to live. Oh my God. And we will be taking.
I'm sorry, Mr. Arab Prince. I'm sorry. Let me ask you one last question because I got to get on with the show. Are you going to continue to buy merch until until I'm bought out? I mean, are you trying to turn me into Hillary Clinton?
Hillary Clinton? I'll make you much worse than Hillary Clinton. I'll make you my personal slave. I'll make you lick my toes. And I will wipe.
All right, you know what? Get this guy out of. Get him out of here! I can't believe no one has ever disrespected me like that in my life. In my life. Jesus Christ! No one has ever look. Just give me the mic. Give me the mic. Look, no one has ever disrespected me like that in my life. Look, Mr. Arab Prince, I appreciate you buying almost $2,000 worth of autographs. I appreciate it, okay? Don't come at me like that, bro. Don't come at me like that, bro, please. Please don't do that. Don't come at me like that, bro. Oh my God, folks! And look, I've got Twitter. Look, I've already got Twitter names. TCR funded by Arabs. Look at this, terrorist TCR. I mean, God damn it! Jesus Christ! Look, all right. Look, this is all over the world. I don't know who's buying the merch. I don't know who's buying my merch or just buying it. I didn't know I had a freaking Arab Prince that wants to take control of the tech show. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. And look at this. Somebody just tweeted, where can I donate to the Ghost Foundation? Look, shut up. All right, look. I didn't know that there was a billionaire prince that's, probably on his yacht somewhere, just like, wanting to just, I don't know what, toy around with my show and the trolls and everybody else. I mean, good God. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a pet freaking tiger or lion or something, man. All right, look, I had to bring him on the show, folks. I kid you not. He purchased, literally almost $2,000 worth of autographs. And, I mean, what can you say about that, man? I mean, I don't know. He hates me, obviously. He wants to take me off the air. But what am I supposed to do? I mean, he's got $2,000. You know what I mean? He's like, he's buying autographs. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I am not the Clinton Foundation. All you idiots on Twitter, shove it up your ass. All right? All right? I'm not accepting donations. He's buying a product, all right? Don't give me that crap. Don't give me that crap. Anyway, we got Giovanni Diaz in the house. Who the hell else do we have here? Look, shut up. Shut up with all these dumbass names. You know, Arab radio. Shut up. Shut up. Inner ISIS circle. Inner ISIS. Shut up. Shut up, man. Look, don't go there, man, all right? Don't go there. It's not my fault I've got a billionaire Arab prince that's a part of the inner circle, all right? He's worth $1 billion. How do I know? How was I supposed to know? He's worth like billions of dollars. Jesus Christ, give me the mic. Give me the mic. I mean, he's worth billions of dollars. How the hell am I supposed to know? Anyway, we got Lego Fan 420. What's going on? We got Skittles in the house. We've got, I'm not good. Remember the Milo? The Milo? I'm going to tell you one last time, you assholes. Don't make fun of the goddamn Texas Martyrs again. I mean, I got trolls trying to talk garbage about the Texas Martyrs. I've got a freaking Arab prince over here disrespecting at me. He's slapping me with money in public, making me look like an asshole. Anyway, I'm just going to take a couple more of these Twitter shout-outs, then we're going to move on with the broadcast because I could see this is just ridiculous, all right? Ridiculous. We've got, Jesus Christ, Distilling Capitalist in the house. What's going on? Mr. Optimism Outsold Ghost. Look, don't even bring that up. Look, shut up. Look, I was hoping that none of you idiots even brought that up. Look, don't bring that up. I've already got enough fucking problems. Excuse my French. I've already got enough problems in my head right now to be thinking about something like that. Jesus Christ, man. We got Honey Badger in the house. What's going on to Nelson? Good God. TCR funded by towelheads. Look, shut up. God. Don't go there. You racist bastard. Don't go there. Look, Jesus Christ. I don't know what I've started here. I don't know what this is about, but good God, shut up. All of you just shut up. I mean, this is really ridiculous. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Look at this. Arab Spring for TCR. I mean, look, shut up. The Ghostin Foundation. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Damn it. How was I supposed to know that there was an Arab prince in the inner circle that's worth billions of dollars? How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? Good God. Give me the mic. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just shut up. Just shut up. Prince rigged autograph. Look, shut up, man. Circle of Jehudis. All right, look, that's it. I've had enough. I've had enough. Circle of Jehudis, you son of a bitch. I mean, how dare you, man? Give me the mic. All right, I've had enough. All right, I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of Twitter shout-outs. I'm trying to give you guys a little interaction. I brought the Arab Prince on here because the man bought $2,000 worth of autographs. I'm not joking around. All right, I purchased $2,000 worth of autographs, and the least I could do was bring up the Arab Prince to just, introduce him to everybody. Little did I know he was going to turn on me. Little did I know. All right, I've had enough. That's enough Twitter shout-outs, all right, folks? I've had about enough. I'm just, yeah. Let's get serious now, okay? Now that we got all that out of the way, let's get serious now, all right? Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, stop it with the freaking, Arab jokes, all right? All right, look at this. Look at this. Look at the... Do you have a picture of me praying to Allah? Jesus Christ. Damn it! Man, we're supposed to be serious here. Look at what they're doing on Twitter. Look! Look at what they're doing on Twitter right now, man. Give me the freaking microphone. Look, this is supposed to be serious, all right? And look, give me my drink. Give me my drink for crying. I need a drink. You people are driving me to drink. Do you understand that? You people are driving me to drink now. Oh, my God. Look, I'm not even going to pay attention to Twitter. You people are assholes, and I know y'all are going to just continue to troll me. This is a serious show, all right? This show is serious business. Anyway, now that we had some early Twitter shout-outs that went completely berserk, let's go ahead and continue on, because, listen, we got to get serious, all right? I mean, I know all of you guys are all, laughing, you're getting funny in the pants and all this other crap. But we got to get serious here, all right? Now, I want to talk a little bit about what WikiLeaks has dumped today. For you folks that are living under a rock and don't know what the hell I'm talking about, WikiLeaks dumped the infamous and well-promoted Vault 7 data dump, which is a data dump on the CIA's operations as it pertains to spying on each and every one of your family members. Do you understand that? I'm not joking around. I mean, this has got to be the holy grail of data dumps. I mean, for you folks who are unaware, we announced it yesterday during the show that WikiLeaks tweeted out that they were allowing folks to download this, I think it was 570-something megabytes of data that was encrypted, and they released that passcode to unencrypt that data this morning. Now, as people went through that data, they found a whole treasure trove, man. A whole treasure trove of just nuggets of unbelievable information, folks. I mean, the CIA has their own hacker crews. They have their own malware. They have their own Trojan horses. Folks, to be honest with you, they have the ability to hack anything they want at any time. And I think I alluded to this some time ago, back in the summer of digital chaos. Y'all remember that? 2016, the summer of digital chaos? I mean, folks, I had told you that these tools of surveillance are basically out and about to everybody. And it proves in the documents, I mean, there is a lot of information in these documents, folks, all right? There is a lot of information in these documents that shows that the CIA can not only hack into any kind of device they want to, I mean, they have a humongous database in which they compile this information. And for you folks that are unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, it has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the CIA can literally turn on your cell phone when you think it's off and listen to you and use your cameras. They can use your TV if it happens to be connected to the internet to spy on you and your family. They can listen to you in the Internet of Things. They can tap into your router. They can utilize your cell phone's Wi-Fi capability to listen to other people within the vicinity. I mean, unbelievable kinds of revelations, folks. Unbelievable. I mean, I could be here and, for like an hour talking about all the different unbelievable revelations that were revealed in this CIA WikiLeaks Vault 7 data dump. I mean, it was just, folks, do y'all remember when I had taken command of the meme wars in 2016? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? General Ghostler taking control of the meme wars. And the reason I did so, folks, is so that we could have some sort of organization on the internets so that we can throw the message in the faces of Joe Sixpack to persuade them. And, folks, it has been unearthed in this WikiLeaks Vault 7 data dump that they actually have a whole program dedicated to memes. They had a meme army. I'm not joking. This is in the data dump. They had a meme army. They had a meme army with an actual leader. I'm not joking. A whole division of memers. A whole division of memers, and the CIA is directing these people. So whenever you see a lot of these kind of conflicting reports or conflicting memes, I mean, lo and behold, it could be a CIA agent out here, folks. And I'm telling you this right now, I mean, they have the capability to make denial of service attacks and make it look like the origins are coming from someplace like Russia, and make it look as if they are having a cyber attack that's coming from an origin that is not the origin. They have the ability to be able to utilize certain malware and certain encryption files that have been encrypted by the Russians and that have been programmed by the Russians, and are utilizing that as a means of trying to set up some sort of connection with the Trump campaign and Russia. Folks, this Russian narrative is completely bogus. And it's been proven in these documents that have been unleashed by WikiLeaks, by the Vault 7 data dump. It proves that this whole Russian narrative was used in an attempt to discredit and undermine the current administration. Because let's be honest, folks, according to the data dump that was put forth by WikiLeaks, and if you don't have enough time to read it, then go to their Twitter account and take a look at the breakdown in which they break it down in their timeline in their Twitter account. I mean, let's just go right now. Let's just go break it down right now. If you happen to not be in the vicinity or in any kind of device to be able to check this out, I'm going to explain to you exactly what this data dump means and what it means to you and your family. Because what it means is that Obama was not only just spying on Trump, he was spying on your whole family. And for you folks that are asking where to get the data dump, here it is. Let me retweet it again. Here is the data dump in question. There it is, right there. Now, I mean, there is just so much, to talk about here. I mean, the CIA, here, let me scroll down here so that we can go over at least most of this because there's 570 plus megabytes of information on this. And they try to break it down on the Twitter account of WikiLeaks, which I think they tried to do very nicely because this is a very complex set of documents, okay? Now, let me go back to the beginning here so that we can have a better understanding of what the hell is going on. Now, there is CIA hacker-made malware that infests the iPhone and the Android, bypassing signal confidential encryption, which means they leave a backdoor specifically for the CIA spooks to be able to go in and out of your phone at any time and activate your phone, listen to your conversations, listen to you while you're with your family, activate your camera without you even knowing about it. And, they can track your movement just by your GPS location. So, it's fairly easy to be able to track everybody at this point in time.
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
All right, now there's a document here where the CIA steals other hacker groups' viruses and malware and utilize them to facilitate false flag attacks, meaning that they are taking groups that happen to be Russian or another country, another terrorist group or something of that capacity, and utilizing these viruses and malware to facilitate false flag attacks so that the CIA can make it look as if it's Russia, it's ISIS, it's another country, so on and so forth. This is the kind of tools they have in the surveillance state. Now, jointly developed CIA and MI5 malware infests Samsung smart TVs to turn them into covert microphones. All right? So if you happen to have a Samsung TV, your TV is recording you, and it's not as if there's some agent listening in. The technology is so sophisticated right now, folks, that there is an actual supercomputer that is not only listening to this, but taking this information and storing it somewhere, and according to reports, it's in this mega data center somewhere in Utah. And what the feds do is they are now basically compiling all this information about every single person so that if someone decides to get uppity, someone decides to challenge the establishment, someone gains influence within the masses, they can utilize the information obtained by these surveillance, I would call them weapons. They call them tools, I call them weapons. They can utilize all the information obtained by these cyber weapons, audio, video, text files, everything, pictures, everything, and they will utilize whatever information that they can find against you, just like they did to Michael T. Flynn, just like they tried to do to Jeff Sessions. This is what they're doing. This is the deep state. What this data dump shows, folks, is that the government, this so-called bureaucracy that's in Washington, D.C., is obviously not in control of the authority in this government. What this shows, in my opinion, is that it could be, and I may be giving these goddamn bureaucrats in Washington a little bit too much credit, but it could be that the CIA is the overlord of the civilian government in the United States. And that's why you have people that are starting to come out now and stated, I think even Jason Chaffetz said that he even believes that he's being tapped. You had Lindsey Graham saying one time out there in the floor of the Congress stating that he doesn't mind if the CIA listens to his conversations. I mean, what a promoter of propaganda trash. And this is what I'm talking about, folks. I think that the CIA has something on everybody. And that's why the establishment is the establishment. I mean, and this proves it. I mean, this proves it right here. I mean, they can hack into anything. Do you understand that? They can hack into your router. They can hack into any operating system. If you think that you're smart and elito by having a Linux operating system, man, that's even easier for them to get into at this point in time. I mean, it is unbelievable. I mean, nothing is off limits to the CIA. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, and they go into the technicalities of it here on WikiLeaks, man. They go into the technicalities of it. 0-day vulnerabilities for Android phones. 0-day attacks against iPhones, iPads. I mean, you know, weaponized malware to infest iPhones and Android phones. And, you know, this weaponized malware that they created, they lost control of it. Why? Because other people got a hold of it. And why did other people get a hold of it? Well, did the CIA make this stuff? No, they didn't. They got to rely on a whole new generation of people to be able to build this and actually trust them to have this stuff work the way they say it's going to work. And, you know, the thing about it is this. Software works like this. You either run the software or the software runs you. And the way everything is set up at this point in time, folks, the software is running us. So if the software is running us via the apps, via the programs, via the, all the technological software. I mean, if the programs are running us, who is running the programs? Who is running the programs? Anyway, folks, once again, 0-day vulnerabilities for Windows, CIA air gap jumping viruses. I mean, CIA hackers celebrated when they saw as financial Legret. I forgot to pronounce this name. Basically, it just says that the CIA was happy that Obama was funding the intelligence community really, really hardcore style, that they celebrated by utilizing this GIF. Let me go ahead and retweet this GIF here. They utilized this GIF as a celebration for the funding that Barack Obama gave the intelligence community. Why do you think that the intelligence community now favors Obama? Why do you think that the intelligence community at this point in time is leaking the phone call information on Donald Trump? It's leaking out the Michael T. Flynn, Jeff Sessions situation. Why do you think? And it's benefiting Obama. Because Obama paid these people off. That's what I've been saying, man. Anyway, folks, we are well into the second hour of the True Capitalist radio broadcast. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, please spread it around like wildfire, and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. I mean, folks, listen. I mean, I'm trying to make it as simple as I possibly can because it's a very bunch of complex computer technological jargon that you need to understand that basically validates what the capabilities of the CIA actually are to security experts, tech savvy folk, that sort of thing. All right? I mean, look at this. WikiLeaks Vault 7 reveals gaping holes in all popular operating system plus antivirus programs. Oh, that's rich, isn't it? So, the antivirus programs that you're putting in your computer are leaving a hole wide open so that the CIA can spy on you. So this means, as I've always said, that there is no one safe on the internet at this point in time. No one is safe on the internet. And oh yeah, did you know that the city of Frankfurt, how convenient, Frankfurt, huh? Isn't that where the Frankfurt Communist School started? Where they incepted the idea of cultural Marxism in Frankfurt University? Well, check this out, folks. Documents reveal the city of Frankfurt was used as a remote hacking base for the CIA hackers that were employed by the agency. Here it is right here. Let me go ahead and retweet that for you all. There it is right there. Frankfurt was used as a remote hacking base for hackers that work for the agency. Frankfurt. Let that sink in. I mean, it's just unbelievable, folks. I'm not even joking around. I'm not even joking around, man. I mean, here's another one. Let me go ahead and retweet this one. Vault 7 classified manuals for the CIA malware to infest Windows, Linux, plus other operating systems. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is a treasure trove of information that literally puts the deep state in its knees right now. I mean, this is exactly what the Trump administration needed to combat the deep state's undermining of his presidency and to expose this crap out in the open. Now everybody who claimed that, these unfounded claims by President Trump that Barack Obama tapped his phone is just unfounded. It's ridiculous. I can't believe he would say it. Barack Obama would never do that. He did more than that. He not only spied on Trump, he spied on your family. And you see, folks, that's what we have to do right now. If you really want to help Donald Trump right now, if you really want to help the progress of his administration, if you want to help Donald Trump right now defeat the deep state, what have I said about political science? It's not about those of us that understand the sophistication and the details and the schematics of everything that's going on. It's about winning the mind and the acceptance of Joe Sixpack. And folks, I am challenging each and every one of you. The message that we need to get to Joe Sixpack is WikiLeaks not only proved that Obama spied on Trump, but Obama is spying on your family. That's the message that we have to say over and over, that it's been proven that the CIA and Obama have been spying on your family using every electronic device, every phone, every computer, every Internet of Things, whether that's a refrigerator connected to the Internet, a TV connected to the Internet, anything connected to the Internet. This is the message that we have to convey to Joe Sixpack so that they can understand that this attempted coup that we all know is happening right before our very eyes, that is being quarterbacked by Barack Obama and company, this will basically put a damper on that particular coup, folks. Because if we can win the acceptance in the minds of Joe Sixpack, if we can demean the integrity of whatever the hell Barack Obama means to a lot of these people by showing that he's a scoundrel, by showing that he taps into your family's home, he taps you when you're going to the bathroom, he taps you when you're making love to your significant other, He taps you when your children are there alone. He taps your family. And that's why I'm saying, folks, we have to convey that message. This data dump, I mean, there is just too much information to go over on this broadcast, but it proves beyond a reasonable doubt that the CIA is now officially out in the open as being the coercive force behind our country. All right? Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, the CIA is the driving authoritative force behind our country. And now that they're exposed out in the open, we cannot let them subvert the truth like they so do all the time. And that's why we have to beat the mainstream media. That's why we are the new media, and we have to convey this information to Joe Sixpack, folks. And listen, Joe Sixpack doesn't understand the complexities of the zero-day vulnerabilities and malware and Trojan horses and backdoors and all that. They don't understand that. So how you convey the message to Joe Sixpack is easy. Not only did Barack Obama spy on Trump, he spied on your family. He spied on your family through your TV. It's been proven. And look, it's not just WikiLeaks now, folks. All right, the mainstream media, certain elements, certain factions within the mainstream media are now starting to validate what the hell has been dumped. I mean, this is not a joke. The mainstream media, are you taking a look? Are you taking a look at what's going on the internet? If you take a look at wherever you gather your news and information, what's the top story? The CIA can spy on you through your TV and through your smartphones. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable, man. And here it is. Wall Street Journal confirms the authenticity of Vault 7 here. Here it is right here. So the mainstream media are validating this, so anybody that wants to be in the clouds and say, no, I can't believe that my president would do that, there it is. There it is. And you see, what this also proves, folks, is that the CIA is highly integrated with Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Twitter. They are the ones allowing the government to have these accesses to the technologies they develop. And that's why they are the oligarchs of technology, folks. Haven't you noticed that? Silicon Valley has become a tech oligarchy, and it's because it's protected by none other than the CIA, which they purposely write in back doors so that the CIA can snoop and spy on your family. I'm just saying, folks. I mean, this is really the data dump of data dumps, and we cannot allow the mainstream media to bury it in the dust. We cannot allow it. We cannot allow it. I mean, look at this. I mean, here's Edward Snowden, who's also validating this information. He was in the CIA. He stated here in this tweet, the CIA reports show that the USG developing vulnerabilities in U.S. products, then intentionally keeping the holes open, reckless beyond words. Just what I'm talking about right now. Every computing device that you have right now that's connected to the internet, folks, is vulnerable to being tapped, is vulnerable to being accessed by the CIA to spy on you. You understand? They're just there to spy on you, for Christ's sake, man. All right? I mean, I don't know what it's going to take for you people to realize. I told you all this. Didn't I tell you all this? I've been telling you all this for years, man. Didn't I say when the stupid Pokemon Go, remember that stupid, idiotic game came out? Remember when I said that you morons are doing Google and the CIA's job for them by going into places that they don't have access to and showing them and mapping out every goddamn place that they can't physically go into? Didn't I tell you that? And what did people say? Ghost, you're lying. You've got a tinfoil hat. You're lying. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, man? It all makes sense now, huh? Who's tinfoil hatting now, you little pricks? Who's tinfoil hatting now? I told you that they could see you on your TV. I told you that they can access your phone. I told you they were using Pokemon Go to map out areas that the Google Earth or CIA couldn't go into. Give me a break. You people are showing them. You're showing them the areas. You're showing it to them. You're doing their jobs for them. So anyway, look, I mean, we cannot lose this narrative. This is a blow to the freaking deep state. It exposes them. It puts a spotlight on them, and we cannot allow this to be brushed under the rug, folks. That's why I'm saying the message needs to be clear to Joe Sixpack that Obama not only spied on Trump, but spied on your family. Obama spied on your family. Good God, spread that around like wildfire, man. As a matter of fact, I tweeted a meme earlier in the day. Here it is. Let me go ahead and tweet that. Here it is right here. I put out, for all those who claim Barack Obama didn't spy on Donald Trump, WikiLeaks has proven otherwise and then some. And, of course, there is the meme. It says, it's got Barack Obama looking like a sucker. And it says, I didn't just spy on Trump. I spied on all your family. You know what? We're going to do another Twitter shout-out right now so that we can get this one even more viral. We got 245 retweets on this. Let's keep it going higher, all right? Do you see what I just retweeted? Retweet that tweet right now, and I will give you a Twitter shout-out. The tweet to retweet is, for all those who claim Barack Obama didn't spy on Trump, for all, just retweet that tweet. I'll give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast right here and now, because we need to get this viral, baby. We need to get it viral, and we need to get it viral now. Anyway, we've got the 727 caller, Distilling Capitalist in the house, Shiny Pori, Drunken Wolf. We've got Laggett in the house. What's going on to Goldner Adler? What's going on, man? We've got AZ Patriot in the place. We got Supa in the house. What's going on, Supa? We've got Charles in the house. What's going on to Metroid Junkie? We've got Diane in the house. What's going on? Once again, retweet that first tweet on my Twitter account. I'll give you a Twitter shout out live right here on the broadcast. What's going on to TCA Newsfeed? How you doing, man? We need to retweet this, man. We need to make everybody know that Barack Obama not only spied on Trump, he spied on your whole family. We got to mold the goddamn perspective in Joe Sixpack's head. We've got to mold it, man. You, me, we're the new media. We're the new media. So let's go ahead and keep going. That's why I'm doing Twitter shout-outs. What's going on to Man Bear Pig Joe, man? I hope you're doing pretty well. How you doing? We got Super Sanic Larry. We've got Muda Yuri. We've got Dr. Bristle in the house. The Gamer Guy. What's going on? We've got General Capitalist. We've got Islam for Go. Look, shut up, Islam for Go. Shut up. We've got TC Capitalist in the place. What's going on? We got Jonathan Rathbone. We've got Allah Sellout. Shut up. Shut up, man. We've got the 6th Street Brawler in the house. Remington in the place. We've got Chafis What's Right. Who else we got here? Once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account right now, and I'll give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast. We need to spread that around like wildfire. We got shamed female Marine. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. As a matter of fact, we'll talk about that tomorrow because a lot of things are coming out about that particular case, and I don't want to just go in on our armed forces who go out and protect us so that somebody like myself can have the freedom of speech to say what it is I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we've got Thornless Ninja in the house. We got Imoru Doma, Chris Hyde in the house. We've got Capitalist Kush. We've got Lord Shekels. Shut up, idiot. All right, just shut up. Shut up. We've got Ghostler Clinton. Just shut up, you stupid moron with that crap. All right, I mean, how was I supposed to know I had a billionaire Arab prince in the inner circle, man? How was I supposed to know? Anyway, who else do we have? We got Margaret Musty. Oh, Jesus Christ. We've got Michael May in the house. What's going on? Who else do we have here? We've got, I'm not saying these disgusting names, man. I'm telling you, I can see where you idiots are going. Look, the reason I'm asking you to retweet this tweet is so that we can keep the heat on the left. We can keep the heat on Obama so that we can spread this around. We need to get this message to Joe Sixpack that Barack Obama spied on their family. Yeah, no kidding. All of a sudden, I'm a Muslim now. I went from being a Jew 1 minute, now I'm a Muslim. That's great, huh? That's just great. Make up your mind, you milky lickers. We got Blaze of Glory in the house. We got Hugo Mungus. What's going on, Hugo Mungus? We got JB in the house. The Trump Revolution. Once again, folks, keep retweeting so that we can spread this message to Joe Sixpack. And they can't deny it. They can't deny it. Strictly Diesel in the house. What's going on? Arab martyrs, asshole. Shut up, all right? Just shut up. Just shut up. Anyway, we've got Ghostered Spencer. Don't even compare me to that fruit bowl. Do you understand me? We've got Doyce Volt in the house. We've got, I'm not saying these disgusting names. Yeah, stop Obama now. That's right. That's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to stop Obama now. That's why I'm encouraging you, please retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account and we can spread it around so we can shove it in the face of Joe Sixpack and show them that Barack Obama spied on their family. And that's, I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you, people are not going to like that. They are not going to like that. I'll tell you that right now. We got Red-Pilled Rebel in the house. We got Armadillo Bandit. We got Ghost Arabic Jehudi. Yeah, just look, shut your mouth, all right? CIA-controlled hover round. Oh, Jesus Christ. God damn it! Listen, I'm not in the mood for this, man. The reason I'm asking you to retweet this tweet is so that we can put it in the face of Joe Sixpack, man. Give me the mic. Oh my God. I'm telling you, we have to do this. We got to keep doing it. We got Stoic Beers in the house. We've got ISIS-funded show. Yeah, shut up, you stupid moron, all right? Ghost Faces Mecca. Shut up with the freaking Islam stuff already, all right? Shut up! Freaking idiots. Send Moon Man after Obama. Oh, okay. Send Moon Man after Obama. All right. We got warrants for Obama in the House. Yeah, no kidding, warrants for Obama. Warrants for Obama. All right, I'm taking a couple of more of these, then we're going to move on because, I want everybody to see the fact that Obama not only spied on Trump, spied on your families. Spied on your families. Son of a bitch. Anyway, we've got Billy the Belt Boy. There's Flamin' Nipple Chops. What's going on? Who else we got? We got Capitalist Kush in the house. Who else do we got? We got Flyer in the house. What's going on? Rooney in the place. Eagle Cock in the house. Insane Energy. We've got Krillin in the place. What's going on? What's going on to Melly? Melly's in the place. Who else do we have here? Look, I'm only going to take a couple more of these and we're out of here. All right, we got Odd Eyes Magician, Hopscotch. We've got Ward 24. We've got, I'm not going to say that for Christ's sake. We've got Optimism, Outsold Ghost. Shut up, man. Just shut up. You know what? I think that's about it. I think that's enough. All right. I mean, hopefully we have spread that around a little more so that more people can, you can just put it right in their freaking mugs, man. That freaking Obama's a piece of trash. He's anti-American. What he has done is unconstitutional. He should be in prison right now, for Christ's sake, man. Obama for prison. Do you understand me? Obama for prison. Obama for prison. Obama for prison. I'll tell you that right now. All right, folks, listen. There's a lot of information as it pertains to the Vault 7 WikiLeaks data dumps. I think it's too much to go over at this point in time, but this validates Donald Trump's claim that Barack Obama had him wiretapped. And look, this doesn't only just validate that. I mean, it has been said through the public record that Barack Obama went to the FISA court 2 different times to try to get legal surveillance on Trump, his campaign, and his surrogates. It seems as if he really didn't need it as long as he had the CIA in his pocket. Isn't that correct? That's why, folks, whoever's leaking the conversations that the president is having with other world leaders, whoever's leaking these private conversations needs to be thrown in prison for treason. And as far as I'm concerned, they need to be executed. They need to be executed because we can't accept this, for Christ's sake. We cannot accept this one goddamn bit. I mean, if we accept this, what other vulgar display of power are we going to accept? I mean, seriously, what other vulgar display of power are we going to accept at this point? I mean, we have to throw these people into a world of crap so that other dumb bureaucrats, other intelligence community, other corrupt idiots are never going to do the same ever again. Never! Because this is corruption beyond anything that I have ever comprehended. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when Lucius, in A Dark Knight, takes control of that sonar technology in which he helps guide Batman to basically find the Joker, you know, and end up canceling the Joker's contract, for a lack of a better term. It reminds me of that. And remember in that movie, Lucius, he says, this is just too much power for one man to have. And he's right. No one should have these powers. All right? No one should have these types of powers in which they could just tap into your phones at will. They can tap into your cameras at will. They can tap into your TV at will. They can tap into the Internet of Things at will. I'm serious, folks. I mean, this is far beyond anyone's comprehension, and that's why we have to put it in the face and put it in the minds of Joe Sixpack that Barack Obama not only spied on Trump, but he spied on your whole family. He spied on their children when they were playing by themselves. Whenever the children are sitting there playing with their little phones or their iPhones, there's some CIA agent, some creepy, satanic, Pizzagate-based CIA agent right there on the other end looking like a creepy goddamn voyeur. I mean, this is really what we have to discuss. We've got to tell everybody. And you know what this also says, folks? That, men, maybe we need to stop being so techie. And I hate to say that. I know everybody loves being techie. Everybody loves, oh, I love my new tech device. I love it. But, man, we need to take a step back a little bit. Because technology is getting far beyond the comprehension of even those that are supposed to be leading the country. They are taking these tools, which I call weapons, and they're utilizing this beyond a 1984 capacity. All right, beyond a 1984 capacity. I mean, this is where there is no privacy. I mean, what, you know, most people, what do? When they go to the bathroom, they take their phone with them, right? And they read. There's a camera right there while you're taking a dump. That's actually probably somewhere in some database somewhere. Can you believe that? I'm not saying this because I'm tinfoil hatting, folks. It's been exposed, man. It's been exposed. And you know, one more thing before I move on from this subject. Y'all remember a journalist by the name of Michael Hastings? I talked about Michael Hastings a long time ago. I've talked about him several times. He is the liberal journalist that, for whatever reason, was spotted in several different surveillance cameras going like 110 miles an hour in a 30-mile-per-hour street. And surveillance cameras show that right before he supposedly crashed into a tree, the damn car blew up before the impact on the tree. There's video documented evidence showing this, and I always alluded to the fact that Michael Hastings was assassinated, and the reason he was, folks, is he was investigating the deep state. He was investigating the surveillance state. He was investigating what all this corrupted surveillance state was all about, folks. And, you know, he had himself a Mercedes-Benz, late model. And this is why I have always told you, folks, that your car can be hacked. Anything that's connected to the computer, anything that is computerized can be hacked. That means someone can take complete and total control of your car from a remote location, and you're stuck in there. You're trapped. I mean, why do you think they want to make driverless cars all of a sudden? Huh? Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, just imagine being in a driverless car and, you know, for whatever reason they wanted to cancel your goddamn contract and throw your goddamn car off a river, or, you know, throw you head on in a goddamn tree trunk or something of that capacity.
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit mbusa.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
And for you folks that are saying, Ghost, you're tinfoil hatting now, dude. Like the CIA, all right? I mean, like they're going to utilize like the computer systems on cars to take control or something, huh? Yeah, look, you know what? Thank you very much, Boat. Here it is right here in the documents, folks. There it is right there, screenshotted. Let me retweet it, all right? Here it is. As of October 2014, the CIA was looking at infecting the vehicle control systems used by modern cars and trucks. The purpose of such control is not specified, but it would permit the CIA to engage in nearly undetectable assassinations. It all comes clear now, doesn't it? I mean, that's why, folks, I mean, at this point, I think used cars are the way to go. I'm talking cars before any kind of computer system was integrated to the automobile. I mean, the old-fashioned car, the old-fashioned combustible engine. I mean, we need to go back to that. I mean, doesn't this prove that maybe we need to take a step back from technology at this point and that everybody's vulnerable and that this has just gone completely berserk? I'm serious, man. I mean, it has given the CIA the ability, and I have just proven here to you, and not I, but the documents that WikiLeaks data dumped via the Vault 7 data dumps, for Christ's sake. It proves that the CIA can hack anything. It can hack any device. It can hack anything connected on the internet. It can hack your router. It can hack your car. It can hack your car. So, as I'm stating, folks, I mean, maybe we just need to take a step back on technology here. All right? I mean, because, I mean, it shows that no one's safe. No one is safe. And as a matter of fact, thank you once again, Boat. Here is a USA Today article in which Michael Hastings thought his car was being tampered with. Here it is right here. All right? Right there. Now it all comes to fruition. Who's tinfoil hatting now, assholes, huh? All you people,
I know better. I know better. You're obnoxious, Ghost. You're tinfoil hatting. I don't believe you.
Huh? I mean, look, here we are. Here we are, folks. The CIA, it's been proven that they can do this. It's been proven. So when I say take a step back from technology, I'm not saying that, we should just get rid of the internet and that sort of thing. What I'm saying is maybe we shouldn't develop so rapidly before we start recognizing the vulnerabilities within technology. Because, folks, haven't you noticed? Take a look at the Nintendo Switch, which we're going to talk about in the Troll Show on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. In the first hour. But just take a look at the Nintendo Switch and all the bugs and all the crap and all the design flaws and everything just everything that has just been shown on every goddamn review of the Nintendo Switch. Why is that? Because, folks, back in the day, back in the 90s, back in the 80s, when anyone created any kind of technological device, game, software, they would give it to technologically savvy individuals to beta test it. What they call beta tested. And you see, folks, that's what has been eliminated in technology. Now you've got developers of both software and hardware just putting out the device and having the consumer beta test the actual device, which makes it even more unsafe. They're giving you unsafe devices. They're giving you things that they don't even understand if it works or not. You're the guinea pigs. You're the beta testers. They used to pay beta testers to find these flaws before they actually gave it to the consumer. They don't do that now. They don't do that now. All they do now is give you the piece of hardware, the piece of software, and if it glitches and if it screws up, well, then you call their damn tech support, and they're like, well, here's a flaw here. Here we go. You're the beta testers now. You're paying the companies to beta test. I'm telling you, folks, this is mad. We've gone completely mad at this point, and maybe we need to slow down on technology a tad bit. Just slow down a little bit, all right? Because obviously everything that has been produced thus far, based upon the Vault 7 WikiLeaks data dump, every damn technological device that's on the internet is vulnerable to hacking, for Christ's sake. Nothing is safe. The CIA can hack anything. That's what the WikiLeaks documents say. The CIA can hack anything. Even your car. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry for, talking about this subject matter for the majority of the broadcast. But, folks, this is like I said, the holy grail of data dumps at this point in time. And this is to Trump's advantage because now Trump has the deep state against the ropes. And if Donald Trump is listening, Trump, I would have an evening in which you talk directly to the American people. You give an address to the American people highlighting what has been uncovered with these data dumps and have it and be very, very simple yet very direct with the American people that it has been proven that the CIA, which is supposed to be an agency that is supposed to be working outside the United States, has utilized weapons of cyber warfare to spy on our people, to spy on our own citizens, and that the previous administration used and abused these goddamn weapons of cyber warfare against the people, and not only against the people, but against him and his campaign and his surrogates. I mean, this is what it comes down to, and he needs to basically say this to the American people. Because look at the mainstream media on the boob tube. They're not talking about this. You want to know why they're not talking about it? Because they all have egg on their face. Chuck kicked the American people in the balls, Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, every one of the Democrats that were calling Trump crazy that, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, give me a break. Hey, those people have been caught with their hand in the cookie jar. I mean, what about all the people that sit on the Senate Armed Services Committee? What about the people that sit in the Senate Intelligence Committee? You mean to tell me that they weren't briefed on this? Of course they were, folks. Why do you think I've been saying ever since this whole leaking situation began that Donald Trump is surrounded by bureaucratic sharks? All right, Priebus, Pence, I'm sure he's got a whole bunch of other underlings that are establishment hacks. And listen, the establishment members are the ones that get on these really, really prestigious committees. And what about all the Republican senators and the Democratic senators on the Senate Intelligence Committee? They didn't know that this was a possibility. They weren't briefed on the fact that the CIA can hack anything and be able to listen to anyone, be able to tap into anyone's cell phone, to be able to tap into anyone's car. You mean to tell me that the Senate Intelligence Committee or the House Intelligence Committee, you mean to tell me they didn't know about this? Of course they knew about it, folks. And that's why what we witnessed within the past couple of weeks was a conspiracy to try to undermine Donald Trump's administration and character assassinate his inner circle. I'm talking about Michael T. Flynn. I'm talking about Pence. Or screw Pence. I'm talking about Jeff Sessions. Screw Pence. He's an establishment hack. He's one of them, just like Priebus. So that's why I'm saying, folks, when it comes down to it, the bottom line is this data dump puts the deep state on its knees. And I don't think that this is a win. I think now the deep state knows it's in a very precarious situation, and they may get desperate, folks. And I hate to keep saying this, but they could come up with some kind of a false flag. They could initiate some kind of nuclear confrontation. They could even go after Trump himself. They could go after his life. They could try to take him down. They could try to, who knows? But, man, never before in American history has the CIA and the deep state been this exposed. And at this point, the president needs to go directly and talk to the American people about this and tell them that, look, whether you don't like me or like me, what the previous administration did goes far beyond the abuse of the Constitution, and just say right off the bat, Trump, that you're going to go put these people in jail. You should just utilize your authority that you have with the military. The military is on your side, Trump, and if the military has to go and physically arrest Barack Obama, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder, and everybody in the administration that not only knew about this but utilized these weapons of cyber warfare against the people, against you. I mean, we knew they used them against Merkel. They used them against the Brazilian president. They've used them against everybody. I mean, I don't mind if the CIA is going to use them against foreign entities. It is not in their directive. It is not. They're not supposed to be spying on the American people. So that's why I'm saying at this point, I mean, we need to spread this around, and I hope that Donald Trump heeds my call, and I hope that he talks directly to the American people about this, because he's the only one that can be able to deliver the message in a very simplistic yet comprehensive form to enlighten the people that, look, whether you like me or hate me, the bottom line is what the previous administration has done is far beyond anything our founders would have ever comprehended. And it infringes the very foundation of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It eliminates the idea of the freedom of privacy, the freedom in which the government can't just eavesdrop into your private conversations, can't just eavesdrop or gain access to your video on your phone or your camera on your phone while you're in a very precarious situation or an intimate situation. They're not supposed to do that. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, folks, everybody in here needs to call your congressman. And listen, I'm not just saying this. Please do it. Please do it. Because we all have to get pissed off that the government is spying on us via our televisions, our computing devices. We all have to get pissed off, and we have to make sure that the rest of the general American public gets pissed off as well. I'm telling you that right now. Anyway, I'm going to move on to another subject matter, folks, but once again, we have to put in the mind of Joe Sixpack that Obama spied on their families. Obama spied on their family. I mean, that has to be the narrative. That has to be the message. Obama spied on your family. Obama spied on your family. Obama spied on your family. Just just repeat it. Keep repeating it. Keep repeating it until Joe Sixpack gets it in their head. Obama spied on your family. Anyway, let me move on, folks, all right? I mean, what a day. If you have not seen the data dump, I strongly advise you to go to WikiLeaks and do so. Let's continue going here. Let's talk a little bit about the Obamacare Light that the GOP has put out. According to Rand Paul, according to him and the Freedom Caucus that comprises a good portion of Congress, they are deciding that they are going to make sure that Obamacare Light is dead on arrival, and I don't blame them. I really do not blame them, for heaven's sake, man, because at this point, what this is nothing more than a revision of 66 pages of a 3,000-page document that was the Affordable Care Act. Yeah, it gets rid of the mandate. Yeah, it supposedly does a few things that is that at least the dumb Republican establishment thought was going to appease the base. It did not. We need to just repeal this son of a bitch altogether. And I agree with Rand Paul here. I've heard him talk about this subject matter. the Obamacare Light still puts health insurers in charge of us. And we need a plan in which we, as the patients, should be in charge of health insurers. Meaning, instead of us being so desperate to go out and look for an insurance company, insurance companies should be going out and seeking out us. And why would they do that? Because every one of us are going to get sick. Every one of us are going to get sick. So as a result, this is what we're dealing with here, all right? Everybody's going to get sick. There should be no damn reason why we are submitting to any kind of goddamn health insurance scam. And that's what the damn Republicans have revitalized, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, man. Makes me sick. And look at this. Right as I'm speaking, folks, look at what they're doing now. Look at what these bureaucrats are doing. Russia election hacking hearing to be held on March 20th. Look at this. I'm going to retweet it right now. Look at this. Look at this. What did I tell you, man? What did I tell you? Listen, this Republican establishment, this Democratic establishment, it's the same crap, different plate. They're the same party. They are both against Donald Trump, folks. And now that this damn document dump and this data dump happened, they are in damage control. They are going to get desperate. All right? They are going to get desperate, for Christ's sake, man. Now they want to have a Russia hacking election hearing on March 20th? Why would they want to do that? This is a Republican-dominated Congress. This is a Republican-dominated government. Why is the Republicans, why are they going along with this? Because the establishment is against Trump, folks. All Trump has is us. All Trump has is us, the people. That's why I come up on here for 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, trying to convey the message, trying to convince you to convince other people, trying to convince you to go on every social media outlet and disseminate the information, trying to convince you that you have the responsibility of being the new media. That's why I'm up here, folks. We're in the midst of a civil war. Don't you understand that? This is a civil war between the deep state and the establishment versus the people. The deep state and the establishment think they rule us. Now that we are starting to become cognizant that this government was made for the people and by the people, and now that the people want to take control again of the government, the deep state and the establishment are not going quietly in that good night. And that's why I'm saying, folks, we have to stay political. We have to stay political. We have to stay cognizant. We cannot drop the ball. The Democrats are not going to stop. The Republican establishment is not going to stop. Hollywood is not going to stop. The damn mainstream media is not going to stop. The globalists are not going to stop. That's why we got to hold these damn idiots in Washington, D.C. We got to hold their feet to the fire, folks. We have to be serious about politics. We have to. God damn it, we have to. Anyway, once again, folks, the GOP health bill faces a revolt because conservatives are completely disgusted with whatever the hell they have come up with at this point, because all it does is it favors the damn health insurance industry. And I, for one, just do not understand why the patient has to pay health insurance whatsoever. I mean, when there is an unlimited market for physicians, when there's unlimited market for biotechnology, when there is an unlimited market, when I say unlimited market, we all get sick. We all need health care. I mean, there should be no reason why health insurance companies are in control of our health care. I mean, I know I've said this time and time again. I mean, the cosmetic surgery industry is not regulated, and there is no meddling in by the government There is no insurance. I mean, if you want a nose job, you want a breast job, you want an ass job, you want any kind of cosmetic augmentation, you have to pay out of pocket. You've got to pay out of your own pocket. And, you know, folks, and I said this and I'll say it again, a boob job back in 1986, 1985 used to cost $25,000. $25,000. And because of supply and demand and the evolution of technology within the field of cosmetic surgery, now you can get a breast augmentation for less than $2,500. I mean, how come some broad can go get a tit job for $2,500 and yet somebody can't get decent health care to get some goddamn growth surgically extracted from their body, or, you know, some arteries unclogged within the heart, or any kind of medical condition, for Christ's sake? I mean, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen a breast augmentation on television. That's a very, very complicated procedure in which, you know, you're cutting up the body pretty good. You're cutting up the body pretty good, for heaven's sake. I mean, why can't we just do that for people that actually need help? Jesus Christ, man. I mean, why don't we actually, you know what, I'm just give me my drink. Give me my drink, for Christ's sake, man. None of this makes sense, but, you know, you try to make sense, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Once again, folks, the GOP faces a revolt from conservatives on their Obamacare light bill, and I don't blame them. I'm against this bill. We need to repeal the whole damn thing. There should be no government bureaucracy involved in health care whatsoever. And if there is, it should only affect the absolute poor and the absolute sick. All right? And even then, minimal amount of medical care is possible, because I don't know if you've noticed this, folks. Anytime the poor gets sick, even if they get a cold, they go to the damn emergency room, and that's why every emergency room is flooded with a bunch of idiots. Anyway, folks, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter, folks. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. And, folks, we've got the True Capitalist Radio Media Project in the house, folks. Yes, that's right. We are now we are part of the media. We are part of the media. If you want to get to our website in which we are disseminating information, well, go ahead and type in your browser right now, ghost.report. That's right. Type that in your browser right now, ghost.report. All right, and you go there. We're going to be, once again, updating all kinds of rich content, original content, and spread that link around like wildfire and let everybody know that, we got news for capitalists, once again, at ghost.report. Type that in your browser. Now that we got all that out of the way, once again, GOP Obamacare light bill faces a revolt from conservatives and others on the right, and they should. And once again, this should not be passed Because if it's passed, these dumb, pompous-ass Republican establishment jerk-offs are going to claim that they won. They're going to act like they did something grand, and we can't let them do it. We got to put these people's feet to the fire, man. It's been 2 months, and this Republican-dominated government hasn't done a goddamn thing. 2 months they've been in power, and this Republican-dominated goddamn government has done a damn thing. And that proves that this Republican establishment is completely against the president. That's why the only people that the president has is us, folks. That's why the only people that the president has is us here on the Trump train, folks. And that's why I am imploring you, we're the new media, take that responsibility. Anyway, let's get to the next subject matter. Hey, tomorrow, do you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is a day without a woman. I'm woman, hear me roar. Tomorrow is day without a woman. Now, if you folks are unfamiliar, this is supposed to be some sort of international day of protest to anybody who happens to have a vagina. If you happen to have been born with a vagina, tomorrow, for whatever reason, you are supposed to protest because you are a woman and not show up to work, not do anything, but just stay in bed and act like a fat bonbon-eating piece of talk show watching, soap opera binging piece of trash. All right? That's what a day without a woman is in a nutshell, okay? So I'd like to see how many working capitalist women are going to oblige this, because I'm sure any woman who's an actual capitalist is not going to oblige this whole goddamn ridiculous day without a woman protest. I mean, these women got bills and crap, man. And by the way, I've got a few employees of my own. If any of them decide to take tomorrow off because they're protesting because, I'm taking part in a day without a woman. I'm a woman. Hear me roar. I'm going to fire them. I'm not joking around. Let me tell you something, and I'm advocating every small business owner, every capitalist, every corporation, if any woman decides that it wants to take place and take part in this ridiculous protest, I don't know how many protests you have to have. I mean, what happened to the Million Women's March? I mean, did you get anything accomplished there with those ridiculous pussy hats? And those women that were dressed up in loosey vagina costumes, for Christ's sake, I can tell what type of pig taco those loose skinned skanks are sporting, for Christ's sake. I mean, how many more protests do you women need, to be honest with you? I mean, come on. A day without a woman, what is this going to prove exactly, huh? I'm serious. What is this going to prove? And people are saying you can't fire somebody for their political beliefs. Hey, I could fire anybody I want to. Do you understand that? Hey, if they want to go and not go to work tomorrow, well, then they're fired. All right? And I am advocating every capitalist, every corporation, every small business, if these skankosauruses don't show up for work tomorrow, fire their asses. Fire their goddamn asses, for Christ's sake. And you know what? If they come back and beg you and they're like, I'm sorry, I was just trying to stand up for my womanhood. That's all I was trying to do. Please, can I have my job back? You know what? You can say, you know what? Okay, you want your job back? Huh? You want your job back? I'll tell you what. Get in the goddamn kitchen and cook me something to eat. You get in the kitchen, you cook me something to eat, and maybe I'll give you your goddamn job back, you unappreciative bimbo. Get in the kitchen and make something to eat. Good God. I'm telling you this right now, man. I'm not joking around. You women don't show up to work, you're getting fired. Do you understand? You understand that, you stupid, dumb skankosaurus broads? All right? I mean, what gall do you women have? You understand? What gall do you women have? I mean, just think about this for a second. We just saw a Million Women's March in which women had what they called pussy hats on their head, and women going around with vagina costumes, women that had, disgusting sayings about their vaginal region on their shirts, fat, disgusting, despicable, slovenly, and ugly broads just kind of, waddling their asses up and down Washington, for Christ's sake, excuse me. I mean, what if men did that? I mean, listen, just think about this for 1 second. What if men said, you know what, free the boner. Free the boner, and they went out there, and they went out in tighty-whities, and everybody was sporting a boner out there, and, people were dressed up in dickheads, I'm not joking around. They either had the dickhead or, you remember that, what the hell is that freaking movie? I forgot that goddamn movie where Dan Aykroyd has the penis nose. I think it's Nothing But Trouble, isn't it? I think it was. I forgot what it is. Dan Aykroyd's got the penis nose. I mean, what if we went around doing that? What if we went around saying free the boner, the penis is being oppressed, the penis is being oppressed out here. We have the Million Penis March, we start, I mean, do you understand how obnoxious that sounds? It sounds ridiculously obnoxious, and yet that's exactly what the Million Woman March was. That's exactly what it was. It was a bunch of fatties and uglies, putting vagina costumes on, putting pussy hats on, celebrating what they have between their legs. I mean, that's why I'm saying, just imagine if dudes did that. Hey, free the boner. Hey, look at this. We shouldn't be oppressed to not show off our boner. We're proud of having a big-ass boner. We're proud to have the big-ass boner. I'm serious, man. I mean, I'm just saying. All right? I'm just saying. And look, I just got a tweet here by Veteran Capitalist. Virginia school district to close for a day without a woman. Oh, what a thing to teach our children is right. Let me go ahead and retweet that story. Isn't that great? Now school districts are closing down because, a day without a woman. I'm a woman. Hear me roar. Yeah. Jesus Christ, man. I'm telling you, you women, you know what? Y'all are getting no respect from me for this stupid, dumbass protest tomorrow. All right? I hope you all get fired. I hope that you all, I hope this ruins your life. I hope that you can't get back on your bills because of this stupid protest that you dumbass groupthink, dumb skankosaurus bimbos all hyper-sensationalized your brain around. I mean, do you understand that? I really hope nothing but the worst for you dumb skankosaurus broads that are out here actually believing that going out and protesting a day without a woman, that's going to do something. Like that's going to do something, like that's going to contribute anything to human enlightenment whatsoever. I'm telling you, man, these women, man, they need to get back in the kitchen. I'm not even joking around. I'm sorry, man. I mean, you women, with all due respect, I know that there are capitalist women out there. I know that there's women on the right. I know there's conservative women. I know that there's women out there that still believe in traditional values, that still believe in the family. I'm sorry that you're grouped in with these dumb skankosauruses, but once again, a group is defined by its majority, and right now it seems that the majority of women are all just completely enamored with this disgusting, despicable crap, with this ridiculousness of, because they have a another orifice in their midsection that they are somehow on a higher plane of humanity than the rest of us. You know, I mean, I can't understand that, never will understand it. And you know, another thing I don't understand is that the majority of these organizers, all right, the majority of these goddamn organizers of these women's protests and these women's marches, I mean, they're Muslim. They're like traditional Muslims wearing hijabs and the beekeeper suit. I mean, how can women with a freaking pussy hat on their head, dressing like vaginas, walk in the same footsteps as a woman who has a hijab? I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. If that's the case, well, then you women with the vagina heads and you women with the vagina costumes, why don't you get your asses back in the kitchen and stop complaining? All right, because that's exactly what those women with the hijabs do. All right, the women with the hijabs. All right, that's why they're wearing a hijab, because a hijab is a symbol of woman oppression. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
The hijab is a symbol of human oppression, of woman oppression, not human oppression, of woman oppression. And yet you've got these dumb skankosauruses celebrating this crap. Yet you've got these women that are wearing vagina head costumes. You've got these women that are wearing all this ridiculousness, that are out here championing this whole women's rights crap with women that have hijabs. I mean, what kind of stupidity is this? I mean, seriously, good God. I mean, I can't understand it. I just don't. I could sit here and try to understand it, but I don't understand it whatsoever. But once again, if you're a man trying to understand a woman, I mean, I guess that you're going to have a long time waiting for that one, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, once again, all you women that are partaking in this the Day Without a Woman protest, all you women that are doing this, you should all be fired, and I hope that you suffer the consequence of your actions on this. Hold on a second. What do you want, Templeton? Come here. Great. Now, Templeton, now you see what you women did? You got my dog all riled up, for Christ's sake. Come here, Templeton. What's your problem? Come here. Templeton, come here. What's your problem? What the hell's your problem, Templeton? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying, Templeton? Oh, God, don't cry. What is it? Oh, my God. Look, folks, I'm sorry for taking time off. Templeton, stop it. Templeton, stop crying. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Oh, God. Hey, wait a minute. Did you just fart? Did you just fart, Templeton? Did you just fart, for Christ's sake? Did you just fart? Oh, my God. Look, folks, this freaking dog is farting, for Christ's sake. I'll be right back, all right? I'm not even joking. Hey, Templeton, calm down. Hold on, calm down. Calm down, Templeton. God damn it, calm down. Hold on. This dog's farting. I don't want him to have an accident here, folks. Hey, hold on, Templeton. God damn it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to be right back, folks. I'm going to go. I hope this dog doesn't take a crap on my. That's enough, Templeton. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back, folks, all right? Please don't go anywhere. I'm sorry about this. I mean, this freaking Templeton here. I don't know what his problem is. Freaking Templeton, for Christ's sake. Take me out of here, engineer. Jesus Christ.
listening to Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
All right. I'm back, folks. My apologies on that. All right, my apologies. Templeton is he's gone berserk, man. I mean, I don't know what his problem is, for Christ's sake, but I had to make sure to take him out, so he could do his business, for Christ's sake. I mean, I'm not even joking around. This freaking dog. Come here, Templeton. What's your problem? Come here. Taking him outside. Look at him. Now he's on his side like he's in a heel position. He's like, I'm sorry. What are you doing farting? Are you farting? Why are you farting? Did you fart? You smelled up the whole house. Did you fart? You sick son of a bitch. Anyway, folks, let's continue on with the broadcast here. All right, I don't know what the hell is. Smells like dog. Where's the freak? Let me get a spray going on, for Christ's sake. Shut up! Templeton, you smelled up the whole damn Jesus Christ, let me spray some goddamn... Good God. I can't do the show under this freaking smell. It smells like dog fart. Jesus Christ. Ah. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, I can't work like this. I can't freaking work like this. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Anyway, folks, my apologies here. This is the unfortunate side effect of a goddamn, what the hell's your problem? Are you still farting? I hope not. Jesus, I need to spray some more, for Christ's sake. I mean, good God. I'm going to stop feeding you steak, boy. I'm telling you, all right, I'm going to stop feeding your ass steak, for Christ's sake, man. Good God. Smells like something crawled up inside of you and died, Templeton. Good God. Anyway, folks, my apologies here. I can't, I cannot work like this. You understand me? I can't work like this. Jesus Christ. I'm going to stop feeding you steak, Templeton. I'm going to stop feeding you steak, boy. Anyway, folks, my apologies here. I was talking about the Million Women's March, and you know what? What Templeton did here, that's pretty applicable to not the Million Women's March. It's tomorrow, the day without a woman. Oh, tomorrow's the day without a woman. No wonder Templeton farted. You know? No wonder Templeton cut one, for heaven's sake. I mean, you know what I feel like? I feel like doing the same damn thing. I mean, after hearing about the goddamn day without a woman tomorrow, hey, you know what I think about a day without a woman? Here, look. This is what I think about a day without a woman. Here. That's what I think about a day without a woman, all right? That's what I think about it. That's what I think. Take a good whiff, all right? Take a good whiff, women. Look, do it again, for Christ's sake. Here. Take a good whiff. Son of a bitch. I'm telling you, if you women actually had an experience in the kitchen, you'd have more skills than that goddamn feminist woman's degree that you have from some stupid liberal institution. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, let me move on. I'm sorry. I'm tired of talking about this tomorrow day without a woman crap. All right? I'm tired of talking about it. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about North Korea, all right, shall we? All right, now, for you folks that haven't heard, North Korea did test 5 missiles this past Sunday. One of them didn't even bother to fire, but it still has everybody on edge. And I think Trump, unfortunately, is missing a very big key foreign policy opportunity, in my opinion, because as a result of those tests, Donald Trump has deployed the THAAD missile defense system in South Korea, which has angered China, even though China, in my personal opinion, was trying to send an olive branch to the United States by cutting off the coal exports the coal exports that were coming from North Korea. Basically leaving North Korea, for a lack of a better term, shit out of luck as it pertains to revenue generating. And we talked about it, last week. It was the first time in the history of the relationship between North Korea and China in which North Korea, on its state-run television, publicly denounced China. And, I thought that this could have been an opportunity, in my opinion, and for you folks that have been listening, you know what I'm talking about. I thought this was an opportunity for Donald Trump to open up diplomatic relations with North Korea. And the reason I say this, folks, is because North Korea is a rogue country. I mean, take a look at how all of a sudden China isn't flexing nuts anymore, because North Korea is all of a sudden unpredictable. I mean, everybody in the region doesn't know what the hell's going on. And I think that Trump could use this to his advantage because China has been flexing nuts at the United States by putting warships into the damn South China Sea, putting warships to travel around the Pacific, which was unprecedented here late last year. I mean, they are flexing nuts. And in my personal opinion, and I have said this time and time again, all Donald Trump needs to do is go back to the agreed 1994 Joint Framework Agreement in which Bill Clinton, under the Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, negotiated a deal with Kim Il-sung, in which they would not pursue nuclear weapons or any kind of nuclear ambitions if they were paid. I mean, unfortunately, we had to pay them. That was the whole basis of the Joint Framework Agreement. We were going to pay them a little bit of money. We were going to build them an electrical system. There was a lot of promises that was made in the Joint Framework Agreement. And once George W. Bush ran for president in 1999-2000, or actually the year 2000, I should say, when George W. Bush ran for president, he campaigned on the fact that he was not going to acknowledge the Joint Framework Agreement. And right as George W. Bush was elected president, that's when North Korea kicked out the United Nations, the nuclear inspectors, the IAEA, everybody kicked them all out. And they have been a rogue nation ever since. And I think this is an ample opportunity, in my opinion, that's being missed by Donald Trump to open up diplomatic relations with North Korea by, look, all we have to do is just pay them what dumbass Bill Clinton and Madeleine Albright agreed to in 1994. All right? If we were to go and just say, hey, look, just stop what you're doing, stop your belligerence towards the United States and South Korea and Japan, all right? And we'll go ahead and fulfill what was promised to you in the 1994 Joint Framework Agreement. And I think if we did that, North Korea would be our own maniac mercenary as far as I'm concerned. Because then China would be a little bit more affected by a rogue North Korea that doesn't really have America anymore on its crosshairs, and moreover wants to just kind of agitate the region to show off its dominance. And I'm telling you, man, I think that we're missing a big opportunity out here to be able to utilize North Korea against China, against Russia, against those enemies, against America within the region out here. I think this is a perfect opportunity, man. I think this is a perfect opportunity. And there's no way that Donald Trump could have egg on his face as it pertains to opening up diplomatic relations because it's Bill Clinton and Madeleine Albright's deal. It's Bill Clinton and Madeleine Albright's deal. I mean, all Donald Trump would be doing is going back to it and then abiding by it. And I personally believe that North Korea, I think that China's afraid of North Korea. I mean, they're not flexing nuts to North Korea. As a matter of fact, because Donald Trump basically deployed the THAAD missile defense system in South Korea in response to the missile tests on Sunday by North Korea, China is all of a sudden trying to flex nuts at America, saying that there will be consequences for deployment. So, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. That's why whoever's running foreign policy out there, which I believe is Bannon, you need to be a little less idealistic and be a little bit more realistic. All right? I mean, seriously. I mean, I think right now, under the current grand chessboard, for a lack of a better term, of the international community, North Korea is an ample opportunity for foreign policy. And the reason is because we really need somebody to put pressure on China and Russia in the region. And what will happen is that China will eventually have to make a move on North Korea, And when China makes the move on North Korea, South Korea and Japan are not going to just stand by and allow them to do it. South Korea is going to try to take control of North Korea because they would consider once Kim Jong-un is eliminated, they would consider that their land, and they would have a dispute with China. Same thing with Japan. Japan wants to just kick the crap out of China just because. So I think this is a very, very good opportunity to, have China to stop flexing their goddamn rice bowl eating nuts and start, focusing their attention and their diplomatic and military focus on North Korea. I hope that Trump's listening because I think that you're missing an ample opportunity here, and I think that you could literally neutralize China. You could neutralize China by doing this. I'm not even joking around. Once again, Trump deploys the THAAD missile defense system in South Korea in response to North Korea's missile defenses. And North Korea said today that it's training for a strike on military bases. Yeah, on U.S. military bases. And they're pledging, quote, actual war. So, in my personal opinion, the Asian community, most Asian cultures, this is just a bunch of posturing. I mean, most Asian cultures are just about respect. And really, you could use that against them. And I don't think that the foreign policy makers within the American think tanks understand this. I mean, you just have to honor their culture system, and you can manipulate them through that honor system. Because all they care about is having honor amongst their peers and amongst their countrymen. And if you give them honor for face value, as long as whatever you're doing underneath the table, underneath their noses, as long as it doesn't creep up to face value, they don't really care. They don't really care. So anyway, folks, once again, North Korea says it's training for a strike on U.S. military bases, pledges, quote-unquote, actual war in response to Donald Trump deploying the THAAD missile defense system in South Korea. China, of course, is warning of consequences because of this deployment. So we shall see what happens, but I sincerely hope that somebody in Donald Trump's administration considers what I'm saying, because I think they're missing an ample opportunity, in my opinion. An ample opportunity. And I'm not trying to say you got to kiss these people's asses. Just say, all right, Un, shut up about the United States, shut up about South Korea, shut up about Japan, and we'll build your goddamn electrical system. We'll give you money, whatever it takes. Just don't be a problem on our side. Why don't you be a thorn in the ass in the in the Chinese and the Russian side? All right, Un? Because look at them. They've let your country starve. And to be honest with you, all we'd have to do is just throw a little bit of money, and the people will start eating again, and they'll look to Kim Jong-un as a valiant leader. He'll have the will of the people. I mean, that's why he's so desperate. That's why if the United States doesn't negotiate with North Korea, I think that at this point in time, Kim Jong-un is such in dire straits mentally that he'll make a move. I mean, he's got nothing to lose at this point in time. There's been a whole bunch of defections from North Korea, from higher elite North Korean military, and they have been saying reports that the only reason that Kim Jong-un is maintaining handle on power is through intimidation, is through mass purgings, and it's these purgings that are making everybody uneasy. I mean, people understand that, hey, in the Korean system, some people have to be purged, but, the type of purging that Kim Jong-un is doing is rattling the consciousness of even the most hardened North Korean elites. And right now, Kim Jong-un is very desperate. There is no heirs that he has. And he just killed his brother, who was the only remaining heir to the North Korean dynasty, or the North Korean communist dynasty. So that right there is a very, very big problem if I was a foreign policy maker, all right? if I was a foreign policymaker, I would take that into consideration. And the last thing you want is somebody with nothing to lose on their bad side. Remember, folks, I've always said that. Even if you're like, I've always said that men, when they have a disagreement with one another, they're not afraid to go outside and maybe throw some fisticuffs until they both realize that, man, you know what, maybe we shouldn't have been that bad to each other. You know, that always happens. Men always come to that rationalization after they kick the crap out of each other. But, man, when you have somebody with nothing to lose, you don't want to fight a person with nothing to lose. You don't want somebody with nothing to lose on your ass, because a person with nothing to lose is very dangerous. I mean, what keeps people straight in a fight amongst men is the fact that no one is going to kill each other in that fight because people have things to lose, whether it's freedom, whether it's their families, whether it's their job, whether it's their girlfriend. There's things to lose. I mean, I'm talking about some crazy gangster, two-time loser, revolving door out of prison and jail type of individual. I mean, you don't want to get in this person's bad side because they've got nothing to lose. And let's say you kick the crap out of them, well, then you just made an enemy for life to somebody who's got nothing to lose. They're going to try to take it out on your ass. And that's what North Korea is at this point in time. They're a country with nothing to lose. So I'd be very concerned about that as far as stability within that region is concerned. Anyway, let me move on to the next subject matter. Let me tell you, I don't know what the hell is wrong with the House of Lords out there in Britannia. We reported that the House of Lords, once again, struck a blow to Brexit as it pertains to EU nationals' rights in Britannia, whether they should be citizens or whatever the case might be. According to the House of Lords, people that were a part of the EU that reside in Britannia should be citizens, and that was basically put forth by the House of Lords and sent back to the Parliament. Now the House of Lords has basically tacked on another blow to Brexit, folks. The House of Lords has decided to add an amendment to this Brexit, this fast Brexit that wants to be initiated by by Theresa May. They are deciding to add an amendment to this particular bill that will enable the House of Lords to basically vote on whether or not they will accept the deal that Theresa May is negotiating with the European Union. So this has everything to do with, once again, this deal with Britannia and the EU. The EU has got Britannia by the balls because, to be honest with you, the hard Brexit that keeps being discussed in the media, this hard Brexit means that they are going to get out of the EU, and the EU is going to purposely make Britannia pay for doing so by not doing business with them. And because they are not going to do business with them, that is going to be what they call a hard Brexit, because they are going to have to reestablish their economy very fast. They're going to have to do bilateral trade agreements to be able to offset any kind of losses that are going to be incurred because the EU refuses to do a deal with Britannia. Now that the House of Lords has added this amendment to the bill, they now have the ultimate say-so, or the final say-so, on to vote whether or not they are going to accept the EU deal that Theresa May negotiates with the European Union. So this is a big, big blow, once again, to Brexit, man. I'm telling you, man, if I was in Britannia right now, I would be disgustingly sick. I'd be so pissed off right now. I mean, you don't even know. You don't even know. I'd be so upset. I mean, it seems like every time you go forward, these goddamn bureaucrats, if it's not in the Parliament, it's in the House of Lords, smacking you right back where you started, man. I mean, this is just disgusting. Now, according to my friends from the other side of the pond, they said that this amendment still has to go back to Parliament and be voted on. But I think the odds are very high that they are going to vote for this amendment because it gives the Parliament and the government leverage on what exactly is going to happen as it pertains to this hard Brexit, quote unquote. So, geez, man, I mean, come on, man. Come on. Good God, man. House of Lords puts another obstacle ahead of Brexit, folks. Puts another obstacle ahead of Brexit. Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, let me move on to the final subject matter of the show. And I want to give my thoughts on the emerging capitalist right that is rising from the ashes of the alt-right. And, folks, we are witnessing it, folks. I mean, I am getting more and more followers by the day on Twitter. I mean, now that this show has taken a little bit more of a serious approach, I'm getting more and more listeners. People want to listen to this type of commentary. They want to listen to this type of news. They know that what is being conveyed on this broadcast is the truth. The truth. And that's why the capitalist right is rising. Now, what is the capitalist right, folks? It's very simple. I said the three adherents to the capitalist right is capitalism, liberty, and at this point in American history and world history is nationalism. And this includes everybody across the world. I mean, you know, those are the three adherents that you need to oblige to make you a capitalist right affiliate. And another thing that we need to accept, folks, or not necessarily accept, but embrace. We need to embrace difference. And that's one thing that the right needs to start embracing within itself. Whether or not you like certain groups of people for what they are, what they do, how they act, what nationality they are, what culture they are, if they oblige the capitalist right and the three adherents of it, capitalism, liberty, and nationalism, then we should embrace their differences. I mean, if they are a different race, if they are a different gender, if they are a different sexual orientation, if they are a different type of dresser, if they are whatever it is, we need to embrace difference. Difference, as I've stated time and time again, is the essence of individualism. And individualism is the base, is the yoke of capitalism. Because it takes an individual to become a capitalist. It takes an individual to want to take their economic freedom and use it to carve out their own destiny, to lay out the path to their own dreams, to their own wishes. This is what I'm talking about, folks, the emerging capitalist right that's rising from the ashes of the alt-right. And, folks, whether or not you agree with whatever sexual orientation, whether or not you agree with the way somebody lives their life or how they're living their life, regardless, if they're a part of the capitalist right, then we need to embrace their difference. You don't have to accept it, but you have to know that if for some reason a revolution ever came, you are going to be on the front lines with that same person fighting for the capitalist right. And if we organize ourselves behind this principle, if we embrace difference, if we allow individuals to be individuals and celebrate it and champion it, the capitalist right will take control of the perspective of not only everybody in this country, but in every westernized country and every country where they have a budding capitalist economy. In any country where there's an essence of freedom, even amidst the most authoritarian governments, there's still some kind of underground essence of freedom. That's why we need to embrace the capitalist right. Because the capitalist right embraces difference. different people, different races, different cultures, different sexual orientations, different anything, as long as you are a capitalist right, as long as you oblige the adherents of capitalism, liberty, and freedom, well then, by God, I will fight with you on the front lines to make sure that your liberty and your freedom and the way you see life is protected. Because that's what it's all about. We should be able to live our lives as individuals so long as no one is infringing upon our freedom or our property. As long as no one is coercing us to believe in a certain idea or to worship a certain religion or to view a certain perspective. As a matter of fact, the capitalist right embraces all perspectives. You just need to oblige the adherents. Capitalism, liberty, and nationalism. And the reason nationalism is important is because right now we are in the midst, not only here in the United States between the deep state and the Donald Trump administration, but we are in a global revolution right now, whether you know it or not. This global revolution is the globalists, the individuals who have constructed the global institutions such as the United Nations, such as NATO, such as the European Union, such as the World Bank, such as the International World Court, etc., etc. These international institutions were constructed by these globalists in an attempt to centralize control of the world and to get rid of the idea of nation states. That's why everybody who talks about no borders, open borders, so on and so forth, the reason that they're obliging that, the reason they're saying that is because they are promoting globalism. They are promoting globalism, and they are romanticized with the idea that because there's borders, there's no more borders. You can just go anywhere you want to with no passport. You can go travel around any country. You can see the world. It's this romanticist idea of globalism, and it is not the case. So right now, folks, nationalism is an adherent of the capitalist right because the nation state is the last line of the sand against globalism. It's much like the American Civil War, folks. Remember the Federalist versus states' rights? It's globalism versus the nation states. That's the global revolution right now. It's globalism versus the nation states. And that's why I'm saying we are the capitalist right. And we are emerging from the alt-right. And let me tell you something. We are going to be the electorate. We are going to be the ones that are pandered to politically. You want to know why? Because anybody who embraces capitalism, whether they work for wages, a salary, or an independent capitalist, they are taxpayers. If you work for a living, you're a taxpayer. You know what that means? That means that you're supposed to own these little people in government, these stupid bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. They're ours. They belong to us. We paid for these people. These people are taking our money out of our paychecks, and they're utilizing this unlimited amount of tax funds. And not only that, they're utilizing their tax funds and putting us into debt. And what are they doing? They're fleecing the American tax system, folks, and they have been doing it for 50, 60 plus years. These idiots that are elected into power in Washington, D.C., what do? They give no-bid contracts to folks that give them donations to their campaign contribution accounts. This is fleecing the tax system. Do you understand me? This is how the political system works, and this is what Trump is against. Because the bureaucrats shouldn't be in control of anything. When we elect people into office, these people are supposed to be public servants. Remember that? When we elected these pieces of garbage into office, these people were supposed to be public servants. They're not supposed to be our overlords. They're not supposed to be our dictators. They're not supposed to just go out and initiate policy that's against their constituency, but that's what these bureaucrats believe. And you want to know why? Because there's not that many of us that are politically active. And that's why we have to make everybody politically active. And that's why we have to make sure that we mold the perspective of Joe Sixpack. That's who we have to focus on, folks. That's who the capitalist right has to focus on. We have to utilize the same strategies that the left and the Democrats have used to basically mesmerize and galvanize their base. We've got to do the same goddamn thing. Simple messages, yet effective. We need simple messages to basically gather and galvanize Joe Sixpack, and we need the complexity and the details to win over those that were within the intelligentsia. This is what we need, folks. And we need this plastered. We need this in the face of people.
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Anyway, folks, I mean, once again, the capitalist right is rising, and I want to thank each and every one of you that are a part of it. And if you are a part of it, and the beautiful part about the capitalist right is that there is no leader. We are all individuals who believe in the adherence of capitalism, liberty, and nationalism. We embrace difference. And once again, difference is the foundation of individualism, and individualism is the base of capitalism. And that's all it is. And I'm challenging each and every one of you, if you are a part of the capitalist right, let's represent. Let's show those that are within the political scene that we are not some kind of ridiculous, pathetic, some kind of an internet kind of group, some kind of internet scene. This is a movement. We want capitalism. Give us capitalism or give us death. And I believe that. I've said that time and time again. Capitalism till the soul, till the bullet hole. You understand that? Capitalism till the soul, till the bullet hole. Long live the capitalist right, folks. I would love to see each and every one of the people that are a part of the capitalist right to push that hashtag, put hashtag capitalist right in their Twitter profiles so I know who you are, man. The capitalist right is rising. The capitalist right is rising. Anyway, folks, we got about 5 minutes left. I think everybody's been very, very cool as of this point. Let's go ahead and get to everybody's little small part of little radio graffiti. All right? Just a little small part of radio graffiti. That's right, folks. Radio graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now at 516-453-9903. And when I call on your area code, you got exactly 3 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. Well, that's why we call this radio graffiti. Do we got any radio graffiti calls, engineer? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to 5 minutes radio graffiti right now. Anonymous radio graffiti. So, without any further, do you have him on the horn, engineer? Let's go ahead and bring on the African Prince here if we can. Okay, I think we got him. The African Prince, are you there, the African Prince?
Listen up, you filthy American piece of crap. The Muslims of Africa are sick and tired. that our brothers from Arab countries are getting besmirched by American limitations. That's it. The Arab Prince of ISIS Circle has already financed the Army of African Union, and we're about to strike your pathetic piece of shit country. So you better face Mecca now. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah.
This is goddamn African booty scratchers! Damn it! I freaking hate that guy! Jesus Christ, the freaking African booty scratcher, man! I freaking hate that guy! I freaking hate that guy, man! Jesus Christ, give me the mic! Give me the mic, for Christ's sake, man! God damn it, man! I freaking hate that guy! I hate him! Good God. How about 352 Radio Graffiti?
Greetings, Ghost. This is Captain Dickhead. I bought 7 Mr. Fortune cookie autographs. But since we didn't win, I want to bang your wife as a cheaper consolation prize.
Let's shut up, you stupid tard, for Christ's sake, all right? You just shut your stupid mouth. What are you talking about? You got a troll show every Saturday now. 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time is the Saturday Night Troll Show. Shove it up your ass. Good God, you moron. 228 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, CIA. Hey, my phone won't seem to turn on. Could you do it for me?
Okay, great. Whatever there, you ass munch. All right, who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Masturbating.
You lost it.
What the hell was it? Shut your stupid mouth. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
أن تدخلني ربي الجنة هذا أقصى ما أتمنى أن تدخلني ربي الجنة.
Look, shut up with the Muslim crap, all right? It's not my fault. I've got an Arab prince, a part of the inner circle, who's worth billions of dollars. I'm sorry. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. All right. Shove it up your ass, for Christ's sake. Good God. 848 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Schlemiel, it's your turn.
Hey, I got an old lady and her name is Shane. I wouldn't call her a shrimp. When we go at people, oftentimes confusion with a Goodyear blimp. I got a son who's a doctor, one who's a lawyer, and one who's a total bum. He bought a condo on 3 Mile Island. Boy, how could he be so dumb? Now, I got him by mitzvah. I put him through college, even took a second job at night. Got the whole...
Look, shut up with the Jew crap. Make up your mind, you troll terrorist and cyber vermin. Am I a Jew or a Muslim? Make up your mind, you stupid milky liquor, for Christ's sake. You know what? I'm out of here. You've tainted my Taco Tuesday. You troll terrorists and cyber vermin. Go shove it up your blue ball blowing, Cincinnati bow tie receiving, Dirty Sanchez loving, rusty trombone playing, Magic Johnson toilet licking, sweaty sack sucking piece of anal object aficionado piece of trash ass. All right? Follow me on Twitter. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. I'll be here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time.